Governor Greg Abbott says that data centers have to pay for their own infrastructure and not be a burden to Texans. This is Thursday, June 11th, 2026.
Texas Scorecard presents the day's first news for the Lone Star State. The Texas Minute, with your host, Michael Quinn Sullivan.
Thanks for spending part of your Thursday with the Texas Minute. A program at Texas A&M offers no courses, no majors, no degrees. It just exists to produce race grievance content. More on that coming up. Rodney Scott is the U.S. Customs and Border Protection Commissioner. He said in a conversation this week with the Center for Immigration Studies that new wall construction, technology, and lower crossing rates are combining to ease the pressure on frontline agents at the southwest border. He said the primary border wall is slated for completion in 2027, and the secondary barrier is scheduled for completion by late 28.
We're ahead of schedule and we're below budget on building border wall. We're building about 6 miles a week. Since just in this administration, we're about 110 miles of new barrier. That's a combination of primary border wall, the buoy barrier, and some secondary wall.
Scott noted that 2025's Big Beautiful Bill provides multi-year funding for border security systems. Earlier this week, the U.S. House passed a $70 billion reconciliation package in order to prevent a lapse in salaries for CBP and ICE employees, officially ending the 4-month pay gap that employees have endured. The measure locks in funding for both those agencies through 2029. The commissioner said that the Migrant Protection Protocols, otherwise known as the Remain in Mexico policy, is, quote, alive and well, with the Mexican government now cooperating with the Trump administration. The Houston Public Library is hosting a series of LGBT-themed events throughout June, including children's story times, a fashion show, and art workshops. For example, the library will host readings this Saturday of 4 LGBT-themed children's books. The Houston Public Library is slated to receive around $50 million in the Houston City 2026-2027 budget. Despite not offering any courses, majors, or degree programs for students, the Texas A&M University's Race and Ethnic Studies Institute has become a powerful hub for race and ethnicity-themed research steeped in grievance jargon. The Race and Ethnic Studies Institute runs the gamut of left-wing intersectionality. Founded back in 1991, the Institute focuses on race, ethnicity, and their intersections with societal factors such as class, gender, and sexuality. It also, of course, hosts working groups and things like environmental justice. RESI's faculty affiliates produce content focused on identity politics, as does its advisory board and graduate student affiliates. RESI financially supports this content creation through a series of fellowships and grants. No courses, no majors, no degrees, just nonstop grievance creation, subsidized, of course, by you, the taxpayers. The Texas Minute will be right back.
Are you worried about your kid's future? You should be. I'm Charles Blaine with Texas Tomorrow. This is a show where we're going to talk about the issues and the people that are pushing the policies that concern your family, your home, and your kids. Catch Texas Tomorrow every Thursday.
Yesterday, Governor Greg Abbott directed state regulators to ensure Texans aren't stuck paying for expensive grid upgrades tied to the rapid expansion of data centers. In a letter to the leadership of the Public Utility Commission and the grid operator ERCOT, Abbott warned that fast-growing data center development must not burden Texans with infrastructure costs or higher residential bills. He's also backing requirements that all new data centers use water-efficient technologies and take noise reduction measures. Grievance. At Abbott's direction, the PUC and ERCOT must submit a joint memorandum to his office next month summarizing what they can do under current law, spelling out the statutory limits, and recommending legislative changes in order to implement his objectives. The governor said he also wants lawmakers to repeal sales tax exemptions and other, quote, outdated or unnecessary incentives for data centers. You can find the details of this story and the others mentioned today and keep up with the latest news by visiting TexasScorecard.com. If you enjoy the Texas Minute, please give us a rating, leave a review, and share the show with your friends and family. This edition of the Texas Minute was produced by Nick Shepard and based on the original reporting of Adam Kahn, Mary Berg, Grant Hawk, and Sidney Henry. I look forward to seeing you out around the Lone Star State. Now, go make it a great day.